Hey guys, so I make a quick video here, just some pickups. Not a resale episode, proper video games pickups for my own collection. I apologize that I haven't been making a lot of videos lately, but I've had an issue with syncing my phone to my computer. I seem unable to do it both wired and unwired, so it's just an annoying thing. I enjoyed doing the live game hunting footage recently, but then I couldn't transfer it over, so I just have no idea what to do with it. There's no YouTube doesn't have a good editing system or really any editing system at all, so you can't upload videos and then combine them to my knowledge, but oh well, we'll just do the single shots for now, and I'll figure it out later. I might have to get another phone at some point. I saw these cool things in Kmart as well. They were rings that had lights on them, and you put your phone in the middle and it's supposed to like light up your face and stuff, which sounds cool, but I also think that if I'm holding up reflective things, it would just mess it up and it wouldn't work at all. So I didn't buy one. But enough of that. I went to an op shop today and bought two DVDs. They were $1 each. They both are out of print and somewhat expensive. This one is called And the Band Played On. I have this listed up for $20. We'll see if I get it. I think some have sold in the $30 range. This has Phil Collins in it, which made me interested in it. I looked it up, and it's worth a little bit. Not heaps and heaps, but a little bit. The case is a little weird. It's got like some, like those on the artwork, the kind of messed up things you see. So that probably affects the value. That's why I only listed it for 20 instead of the full 30. And another one that I bought for $1, I listed this up for 30. I Saw the Light with Tom Middleston, the story of Hank Williams. I already know the story of Hank Williams, so I don't really need to see this. What year did this come out? 2016. This is a pretty recent movie within the last 5 years. Makes me wonder why this is out of print and going for anything if it's, a newer movie. Just, it's by Sony Pictures. You'd think it would get a pretty wide release. Maybe it just didn't get a lot of DVDs made. But this seems to sell. One sold for $10, one sold for 30. I've listed it up for 30, and if I don't get it, I can always lower the price later on. The story of Hank Williams is a very good one. The guy was this absolute legend taken before his time. He died at age he died well before 30, I'm pretty sure. I think he was drunk, and then he had like a stroke while someone was driving his car to a hotel, and the guy thought he had just, passed out drunk, and when he got to the hotel, he had rigor mortis, he was rigid, he was a stiff, he was dead. Yeah, very interesting. I think Hank Williams was also discovered by like playing outside of a building or something. He was a street performer. A what do they call them? A busker. Yeah, it's a good story. I have some PS4 games and some PS3 games. I'll show the PS4 ones because they're nothing super exciting. But from the JB Hi-Fi in Indooroopilly, I went to the Indooroopilly shopping center for the first time in ages and ages, just to have a look around. I saw JB Hi-Fi were having a gaming sale, so I thought, I'll visit it, I'll see what's going on in there. And I had some games for $5 each. I'll probably sell most of these. Motorcycle Club, I'm not too interested in this. I know some people collect everything PlayStation 4, but I'm only grabbing games that I want to play, or ones that I can resell. And Pure Farming 2018, which is also brand new for $5. JB Hi-Fi is really weird. They open stuff up and then reseal it. It makes no sense to me at all. But that's what they do. So it is brand new because it's never been played, but it's also been taken out of the shrink wrap, so it's not brand new. I'll sell it as like new because it still has the shrink wrap. One I want to open and play, Stick It to the Man. I've heard good things about this one. It's supposed to be a really, really, really kind of unique style of game, which is also always good for me. I like to play stuff that I haven't played before, reminds me of nothing else, etc., etc. I did recently finish, hold on. So I recently finished this game for the PS4, Concrete Genie. It was very fun, pretty short, maybe 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on how much you want to complete in the game. There's a lot of extra stuff to do. But it's a linear story, it's only single player, I think. Yeah, one player. It's really fun. You go around painting with like monsters and stuff. And you need to paint things to solve puzzles, and there's platforming as well. It's a very fun game. I definitely recommend it. It's very bright and vibrant as well. Kids would love it. I'll put that over there. And the final game, which is kind of funny, it was in the 2 for $40, but if you just bought it by itself, it's $5. You know, that's weird. Onrush, I don't think I've owned this game before. I had a PS4 racing game that was in a similar vein to this, like arcade-style racing. But I don't think I had this one. I had one that had a beach motive or something. Get ready for the rush. Arcade racing is back. I love arcade races, you know. They're just so much fun. You can pop them in, play them for 10 minutes, an hour. It doesn't matter. You get the same experience either way. And that's what I love about them. So definitely going to keep on Rush. And the last one that I found, shout out to Figsy Games, who showed this in one of his latest videos. I think he paid a lot more for it than I did, like maybe triple what I paid for my copy. Well, that's alright, he still got a pretty good deal. But I know they had this in their store for ages and ages. So I wanted to look and see if they still had it, and maybe if it was marked down for the sale, and it was. One Shanbara ZX, or ZII? Is that, what's ZII? Chaos. Is Z a Roman numeral? I don't know. Oh, they only had this for $19, which is a great deal. This goes for like $80 online, which is kind of nuts. Bikinis, swords, zombies, chainsaws equals chaos. Sounds good to me. If you don't know what this series is, it's just a weird one. It's a hack and slash game where you play as these bikini babes and you're like killing zombies. It's fun. It is a very fun game. But there's also a lot of scantily clad women. But hey, I mean, for $19, can't go wrong with that, right? And that'll stay in my collection for a bit until I get bored and maybe sell it. I still don't know if I want to do a PS4 collection or if I just want to buy games, play them, and then sell them on. Because I know there's heaps of PS4 games and it's really daunting because I just don't know anything about them. You know, every time I look at the PS4 section at JB Hi-Fi or EB Games, I see all of these games that just look... They look like great games, but I just know nothing about them. Alright, now we have the PS3 stuff. This is some choicey stuff, people. You're gonna want to see this stuff. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty with my PS3 collection. There's less than 10 games that I'm still after for my own personal collection. And I think that includes, like, every region. I'm not going for a full set, I'm just getting every game that I might be interested in playing. And I have 5 here. I have 2 Japanese games. This one is called, I am using a cheat sheet here, Ketsue Kizuna Jigu Kusashi Extra. I apologize for my butchering of this name, but it is a spaceship shooter. There's apparently only 4 or 5 spaceship shooters for the PlayStation 3 in the entire system. And I have 3 of them now. I think I have 3. There's 3 or 4. I'm getting another one in, and I bought a lot of games to get it. Cool artwork. This dude looks like a James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2. But you guys know shoot 'em ups, they're all the same. And this cost me $50 free delivery, or oh no, $53. $50 plus $3 delivery, which was actually a pretty good price. This is a pretty ritzy game now. I think all of the shooters for the PS3 are going to be worth quite a bit in the future, so I mean, grab them at whatever price they are now, because they're only going up. Same with this one, I can see this one going up massively in price. This is also just like a great game. I can't wait to sit down and play this. This is Strider Hiryu. This did not get an English release to my knowledge, not physically. You can buy it digitally, I think, on like any storefront. I think it's on Steam. But if you want to get this physical, you need to buy a Japanese copy. The only thing I don't like is that, you know, it's in Japanese on the side, so I can't really read it. No manual, not sure if it ever came with one, to be honest. This was a pretty late release, if I remember correctly. See if I can find it here. It could be staring me in the face and I wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure this was a pretty late release. Like, the PS4 was already out by the time this game came out, I'm pretty sure. But I could be completely wrong. But this one was $76.99, so $77. It's about what it's worth. I wanted to use a voucher on it, but the voucher had already been used, so I thought, shit. Yeah, I would have only been paying $27 for it out of pocket if the voucher hadn't been used, but I thought, I mean, I've already committed to buying it. I'm not going to message the guy and be a dick and say, oh, well, I can't get it cheap, I don't want it. I should have checked the voucher beforehand. And now I have it. And I think that one's only going up in price too. You used to be able to get it for like $20, $30. These two are from CEX. Both were in about the $30-ish range. If you remember in my last video, I was talking about how I was going to get 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games for the PlayStation 3, and now I have them. I don't think there are any more for the PS3. There's only the 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan. I hear this isn't a great game, but I want to give it a go. See how it is. Like, it's a Ninja Turtles game. It's a beat 'em up. It can't be that bad, surely. This is on PS4 as well, but for what it's worth, I'd rather own the PS3 versions of games. Just a personal preference. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Danger of the Ooze. I think this one is supposed to be a bit better. It's a lot more cartoony and stylized looking, while this one has like weird looking turtles. They're kind of... You can kind of see them there. They're just kind of weird looking. They have really small heads. This one looks more like one of the shows, which probably means I'm going to like it a bit more. No manual in that one either, but I'm not super picky about manuals. I don't even know if this one came with one. 2014, it probably didn't. And the last game of this video is a brand new sealed game. This is more popular on PS4, and there's multiple versions on PS4, but I wanted to get it on PS3 because I play PS3 more. I have the big PS3 collection, so I thought if they're about the same price, this game was developed with the PS3 in mind anyway, so I'm not really getting much new for the PS4 version. I bought Persona 5, the American version. This was... let me look it up. This was $43 with free tracked shipping, which pretty good. Not a bad price at all. There's someone on eBay that has a ton of copies of these, but I doubt they have an infinite amount of copies, you know? So, I mean, if you can get this for $43, I definitely recommend it if it's brand new sealed. Even if it is the American version. Is it? Yeah, just the American version, not like Mexican or Canadian. But PS3 is region free anyway. Brand new sealed. It's supposed to be a great game. I really liked Persona 4 Golden on the PlayStation Vita, but I did not beat it. I got something stupid like 60 hours in, and I just went, well, I've had my fill of this game, and I stopped playing. I think I looked up how long it takes to beat the game compared to where I was at, and I was maybe 2/3 of the way through the game, and I just went to myself, I don't have the heart to get through this. It's too long. I'll probably be the same with this. I cannot do super duper long games. There are games that I've put a lot of time into, hundreds of hours, but it's usually not like single player experience style games. Like I'll do multiplayer games for hundreds and hundreds of hours. Or I'll do like sports games for hundreds of hours because it's just the grind and the repeat of the same thing you've done, but with like new challenges and stuff. But with RPGs, I usually don't have the patience. I think the longest RPGs I've beaten are Tactics Ogre and Paper Mario on the GameCube. Alright, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Seagull My House bidding you farewell. I'm also on the NBN now, so if this video uploads pretty quickly, that would be very nice. See you all next time. Farewell.